Hi everyone, Kathy Maxon, Craft Creations by Kathy. Today we're going to make a busted canvas. That is right, we're going to make a canvas, we're going to bust it open, and then we're going to reveal a picture or a scene behind on this flat board. So I picked these up at Joann Fabrics. I think they had them 50% off. This is a canvas panel. This was a 3-pack that I got, Artsmith, and then I got a 10-pack of 8x10 canvases. You can pick these up at the Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree did not have this size. They had smaller ones. You can use paint. You can paint. We're going to do tissue paper on part of it. I got some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. We're going to use this cute little owl ornament that I also picked up from Hobby Lobby. So the idea is we're going to Mod Podge paper or whatever you're going to put. You could paint this, but when you bust the canvas open, that's going to be what shows. So I'm going to do the leaves, so we're going to make them look like the owl sitting inside like a tree. So that's why I was going to put this on the front. You're not going to see much of the tree in the front. So I was kind of debating on, should I just put this tree stuff in the background of the owl? That's why I have the tissue paper. I've seen people crumble up the tissue paper and then they paint it. Coffee stain it, tea stain it. I've seen a lot of different people do that. So right now, let's get our canvas ready. So this is like something that I've been seeing like has really been trending. So I just figured I want to try it. I got a 10-pack, like I said, of the canvases. So I kind of just need to kind of figure out where I need to cut. So I'm just going to cut, and then I can always make it smaller if it is too big. So you can make them bigger, you can do small ones. I figured 8x10's a good size. So it does, okay, so as long as I can fit that back in there, I'm good. I want to say it looked a little long there. So I'm just going to put Mod Podge on the back of the canvas, and then whatever you put, remember you got to face it up. So I want to make sure I had my canvas, because we're going to put the pretty side of the canvas. I wanted to make sure it lined up right. Make sure your canvases fit, because we're going to glue it down. We're going to glue the pieces together. I think because I'm going to sell them, I've seen people staple them. So I think I want it like that. I'm going to put a generous amount because I'm sure the canvas is going to absorb some of it. So I don't really think you need to cover the whole inside. But it doesn't hurt. So a lot of this is just going to be the waiting game. So we're going to let that dry. So this, for now, I think I'm just going to, I kind of want to leave the tree on the front because I want to make it look like it's poking through a tree, even though my owl was a little colorful and it's not like a real looking owl. Scrunch it up. Scrunch it up some more. And then this will be like our background behind our owl. Let me get some plastic wrap. So then all I'm going to do is we're going to Mod Podge this as well. And I'm going to try to kind of put a little glue on the outside, because you do want the edges of your items. You can put ribbon on them. So like I said, a lot of this project is going to be glue it, let it dry. So, you know, try your first one, and then after you do your first one, you know, you can just do like a whole mess at one time. You know, get everything prepped. So all I'm going to do is kind of, then this way it might give the texture of the tree. I'd say come in, but my husband's cooking, so he must be. Okay. He was gonna, we have a garden this year. We got some sweet banana peppers, and we have some green peppers. The neighbors feed the deer, so they have destroyed our tomatoes. So we don't really have tomatoes. Okay, so now we're gonna let this dry. I will come in and cut a lot of this extra off. And then we'll come and when that dries, we can sand it. Sand off the edges. So while we're waiting for all that to dry, I'm going to cut this cute little hanger off of my owl, and I'm going to try to take cutters. I'm just going to try to take this hanger out. sand that down. Take off the sticker there. So we gotta wait till this dries. We gotta wait till this dry. And then what we're gonna do is we will I'll put a coat of Mod Podge over this. I don't think I should do it now. I should let it dry, and then I'll put a coat over top of that. I'll probably paint this and then stick a coat of Mod Podge over it. So we can't really put the cover on. I guess we could, huh? So what I want to do is, because again, this is the canvas, so it has the edge, that I want to make sure when I put this down that I'm going to leave enough that I can go over the edges with it. So I think while the back's drying, we could probably do this as well. Smooth. I got enough to cover over. I don't know how well. You almost need like a clamp to hold the edges down. I guess hot gluing them probably would be better on the edges. Of course, my frame isn't straight in the picture of the tree. Maybe if I tuck those down, maybe that'll help hold them in. Like I said, you're not going to see much of this outer side. I'll be back when everything is dry. The drying takes a lot longer than I thought it does. The scrapbook paper doesn't really work very well on the canvas. So I'm going to take this tissue paper. This is my Gator Sander. You can get it at Home Depot. So I'm just gonna video in a while, huh? What would a video be without her? There's that background. Remember, the owl will go on this. And this is our front paper. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of bubbles. So it still feels kind of wet. The sides didn't stay stuck very well. I do have my glue gun plugged in. So I'm thinking, I don't think I like the brown. I may just do like one of these tans in the background. And maybe we can dry brush the brown. Give it some highlights. Basically trying to make it look like the inside of the tree. Color. Okay, here we are again. We'll let that dry. Okay, while the paint is drying, I'm going to have my glue gun plugged in. This didn't really stick on the sides. So I'm going to hot glue the paper to the edge. I'll hold it down so it adheres and I don't have to burn my fingers. So I'm just sticking the hot glue along the side, holding it down. I have my finger blade. I'm going to cut off this excess. I think I'm cutting the canvas. Cut the canvas. So that gives us the edge that we're looking for. Because if I did the finger blade in the finger, okay. See, on that side it wraps then along the side, and then I'm just gonna wrap this like, if I can be in the camera, like a package. So I'm gonna just put a little there, a little there. I'm gonna fold these in. Again, be careful because it's gonna be hot. Then I'm just gonna take my glue gun, put that there. Again, I'm just gonna fold it so I don't have to touch the glue. So the hot glue will set up in a little bit. So I'll come to this side. again, we'll fold it in like a picture or a package. I drip a little down the sides so it holds it on the fold. On the fold in there. And then I'm going to do that way. So that, I'll just flip it this way so I don't have to touch it. Okay, then we can come and finger blade the excess paper off. So it's going to give it a nice edge. And there's that one too. So then we have a nice wrapped picture frame. So there's that. Okay, this is going to go on this tan. I don't think it's dry yet, still looks wet. I don't think I want to cut this canvas yet because I think this glue is still a little bit wet. I do have wrinkles. I got some wrinkles up here, but we will see. But anyways, it's gonna peek out through the middle and all these edges will be peeled back. So I'll be back when more stuff is dry. Okay, well, it's not totally dry. And my brush is not totally. My brush is still kind of wet as well, but. Dabbing off any excess paint, just trying to I get glitter. That's kind of funny. So then our owl kind of goes in there. I get a little gold, let's see. See what the gold looks like, so we'll put it on the edge first. I just wanted something in the background. Like I said, our owl will go somewhere in there. So you just need a little background. So let's see. So we got this and this. How dry is this? I want to cut open the canvas. Let's try this. Put this aside. I guess you kind of want to know where the center is on this. So, those be 8.5 by 10. Yeah, if I had a pencil or something. Somewhere is going to be the 5. There's a little Okay, so I measured one way, measured the other. Kind of got a straight line. I got my little cutting mat underneath here. I'm just going to use my blade. I'm just going to cut because I want to use my scissors for the majority of it. I don't know if that went through, maybe. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do an X that way. I don't have a straight edge that will fit that way. Let's fit. Good thing my husband got his tools down here, right? And then I'm going to do a little bit this way. So basically, we're cutting and you can see I got like a little X going there. So we want to take our scissors I don't know, maybe cutting it with my scissors isn't going to be very good. I think I may just keep doing it with my blade. So I'll make a couple passes. I come down now. Let me go this way. Try to keep it as straight as you can. I'm not going all the way to the end, so I'll have to see, do I need it? So I should have that cut that way. Let's go this way. To me, it's easier to pull toward me than cut beyond that. That's just my preference. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here's it cut. As you can see, I didn't cut it evenly there. But what's going to happen was oh, these are thick. So when you put the scrapbook paper on, this really makes it thick. Let me try my good scissors. Maybe I do want to cut it closer to side already. Okay. Okay, so we got 4. So now I'm going to cut in between these as well. So this is super thick. I wasn't sure how thick this was going to be. So with your paper, it's super thick with 2 things of cardstock. So I'm just going to try to line this up. Will this work better? I'm just trying to figure out what tool works best for me here. I'm going to get right there. 1. Okay. Uh-oh. That didn't cut all the way through, darn. Now I gotta try to make sure I get lined back up. Why didn't that cut through? Okay, there we go. So I have 8 pieces. So I was gonna make this go this way. I'm going to, where's my brown? I'm gonna figure out this so I know where to glue my owl, because I'm gonna put some moss down at the bottom. So I should make sure I'm in the picture view, huh? So I'm gonna put some moss down at the bottom down here and put some maybe pine cones in that, so almost like it's laying in a little nest. So my center is about there. Okay, so I have a little mark on my center right there. I have some E6000 and some hot glue. So I want to just make sure I get some E6000 on this, as well as some hot glue. It's not coming out very good. Neighbor's dog. So hot glue and E6000. Like I said, right there was my center. So put that down straight. Okay, I need to run because what I want to do, because I'm going to be selling these, I want to staple this back onto the frame. So I want to do that when everything is flat. And then that way, you know, when I pull these back, let's see how that's going to look. So when we pull these back, you're going to see my pretty owl. So I will be back. Okay, what we are going to do, I'm going to put E6000 and hot glue along this edge. Because again, as I'm making these to sell, I want to make sure they're going to stay together for the customer. And then I have a little stapler, it's a big stapler. So we will see how that goes. Okay. So pick it up so you don't burn yourself. Line these up. Hold it down for a little bit. And I think I'm just gonna, I don't want to hit the staples in the frame. I have one over here. Where are they at? I don't know. I don't know how this works. We're gonna find out. so I don't hurt myself. Hey, and in this tools, I got a little hammer. So all I'm gonna do is knock these in, and I'll be back. Okay. Hopefully I remember to mute that using the stapler. So now what we have is all together. I have to clean up the back. I'm probably gonna have to paint it or something, and I still don't really like these edges, so I probably will have to put something along here, or I should have made that paper longer and then just finish it up when I'm done. But anyways, the idea is to pull these back, and like I said, this is really super stiff. So I'm going to put glue on this part right here, and then I'm going to use, because I don't want to burn myself, I'm going to use pliers, and I'm just going to hold it down. So we're going to put glue right there, get my pliers, and we're going to hold it down. And get that without getting the glue in. So once you kind of get the idea of them, I think this is be really, well, I got a case of, or a thing of 10 canvases, so I'm at least gonna try to make 10. Like I said, it is super thick. And some of my paper is bubbling. I just want to make sure. And why I did the, and you can even cut more if you want your pieces to be thinner. You can cut more as well. Do that. Not everybody just held them with their fingers, and I don't want to burn myself, so. So if you don't use cardstock, then they may be not as thick. Because some of the things that people do with these curled back things, it's like, I don't know how they're doing that, because like I said, this is super thick. That's my first one. I did another one I'm doing with those, and I have a little squirrel. So kind of the same thing. The ornaments came from Hobby Lobby. 40% off. I think it was 40% off. Paper came from Hobby Lobby. Cardstock, scrapbook paper, whatever you want to call it. Also Hobby Lobby. I just have a show in September, a couple weeks away. So I just kind of wanted to do some fall things. This show, I just take everything I have. I have sold St. Patrick's Day, Easter. This show gets a lot of people, and I have sold all different holidays. So, but I do want to have a lot for fall. I'll do some canvases for the busted canvas for Christmas. I think this has been around a while. I just have only just seen it recently, so. And not really any, I mean, I've seen it a lot of different people, so, you know, I'd like to give credit to somebody, but I've seen it everywhere. I've looked it up, I've Googled it. So just Google busted canvas and you're gonna get lots of videos. I will have to try one though with, this is kind of maybe more like cardstock. This one kind of came up a little. It's gonna be glue dollop. So there it is there. Let's see. I got some moss. Some Spanish moss. So I kind of wanted to like stick some in here, you know, so it looks like a little nest. I didn't have Spanish moss, and thank you to my friend Cindy. She brought me over some supplies that she no longer uses, and there was Spanish moss in there. You don't know how excited I was, because I haven't bought it yet. So I'm going to pull this out. Spanish moss is very messy. I'm going to squirt a bunch of glue in there. Cram it in. Spanish moss is extremely messy. Okay, I have also got this from Hobby Lobby, some pine cones and some acorns. Oopsie. You know, so I'm sure stick some glue and I'm just gonna stick it right in there. Basically bought the acorns for the squirrel one. I'm sure he might collect some acorns. And then maybe that one right there. So what I was going for, this is the tree, here's some leaves. That was my thoughts. But here is our busted canvas. So like if I have some spots here where the paper bubbled, there was air pockets. So I can always squirt just a tad bit of glue in there. But that's it. If you want, you know, doing Christmas, I'll probably decorate some stuff on the outside. I don't think I need that here, you know, unless I, you know, stick an acorn sticking out or a pine cone sticking out. That one's got like a pokey thing. Just trying to make it a little 3D-ish. Well, I mean, it is with the canvas being busted, but let the glue sit up. these acorns have a little... I think I'll just leave that one pine cone out like that. That is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.